Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.
Remember, you can take us along with you. Happy Monday, everybody. This is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host.
We welcome you to the program.
All right. I want to start out the meeting by saying this past a week or a week and a half has really been thoroughly busy. And I have enjoyed being in the community and meeting new people. And I come on and I say happy Monday to Sister Fedora, Sister Charlene, and to Carl and Ron and Katrina. And I also want to add Calvin Ferguson. I met him last week. And Mercedes, I met her. And Miss Jackie White, I just wanted to add them to the list. And Mr. Calvin Ferguson says he watches us regularly. And I told him I was going to make sure that I gave him a shout out. You know, it was a week of meeting many people, and I enjoyed it. So, Fred, who do you want to give a shout out to? And happy Monday to Fred. Okay.
Shout outs to Sister Katrina, Sister Vera, my sister. Happy birthday, California, Kathy. Today's her birthday, so definitely want to get that.
Oh, yeah.
Sister Ruth Ann, Sister Jackie, Professor Briggs, and Sister Andrea from the fruit market. And as I always say, here I am demonstrating on air here. Have your pen and paper handy because you're going to really want to write this down. We're going to talk about Kwanzaa coming up.
Oh, yeah.
As we know, people say happy holidays, and of course the MAGA people, well, we can't say Merry Christmas. Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. But, you know, Hanukkah is going to start tomorrow. A day after Christmas, we got Kwanzaa and New Year. So when I say happy holidays, I'm being inclusive. Everybody gets a shout out.
I understand that. And I just want to say that on the 16th was the birthday of a very good friend of mine. That's Clara McKissick. And she died a few days before that. And what was so startling about it was my daughter and I was in the kitchen that day talking about what I wanted to do for her on her birthday. And that was to call her up and wish her happy birthday and sing happy birthday in Swahili to her, as I did when she had the big birthday party. That was on the top of her bucket list. A big birthday party at the Dr. Charles Wright Museum of African American History. It was so beautiful. And my daughter baked cakes, well, 2 cakes for me, both shaped in the continent of Africa. And Claire had a brand new African outfit that she planned to wear on her birthday. And I don't remember whether she went to Africa or had it mailed from Africa. But anyway, that's what she had said. And she told her daughter, she said, you know, I got to have a chair with arms on it. And they said, oh, okay. So they called the museum to make sure that a chair with arms were going to be available for Claire. The lady said, well, no, we banquet tables just have straight up chairs, no arms, So they went to their mother and told her that, well, all they have is regular chairs and no arms. And so Claire said, what? So I need the phone. I need the phone. So, of course, they got her the phone. And she called the museum and talked to whoever she had to talk to. And she says, oh, I understand that the banquet for my birthday party has tables and chairs with no arms. She said, but I need a chair with arms. Well, ma'am, we don't have that. She says, excuse me? She said, you have executive offices there, right? And I'm sure that in one of those offices you have a chair with arms on it. And so I'm having a birthday party there, and and all of that. And of course they remembered anybody who rents out the whole Dr. Charles Wright Museum, they remember that person. So they started thinking, well, if we don't find this lady a chair with arms on it, she might cancel this party. So next thing you know, they got pictures of 2 chairs with arms on it to give her a choice. So anyway, that was taken care of. And my daughter said, well, yeah, I have time before her birthday to bake her a cake shaped like the continent of Africa, and I would have had time to call. But she died the Sunday before. And her daughters, called me. I really felt it just a loss. But anyway,
now, as I recall, maybe you can help me with this as well.
Sure.
She used to be over the Highland Park Hospital, or at least over one of the departments. If this is the same lady I'm thinking about.
Now I don't know if she did that. I know that she was professionally she was a chemist.
Right.
And she at one time had worked at Park Davis. So now being at that hospital may have included that as well,
Yeah, going back at least maybe about 10 years ago when I met her, so my memory is a little sketchy.
Right. But she was just a wonderful person, and she was devoted to her daughters, and her daughters were devoted to her. And so at the funeral, I did this poem, and the title of the poem is What a Mother's Made Of. And it starts out, little boys are made of nails and snails and puppy dog tails, and little girls are sugar and spice and everything nice, it has been said. But what are mothers made of? Are mothers. Mothers are made of love, like Claire McKissick, dedicated to her daughters. Love that procreates the next generation. Love that prepares the nourishment for their growth. Love that rocks them when they are sleepy or sick. Love that provides opportunities for them to explore their environment, their world. Love that advises them as they mature, and finally, Claire McKissick, love that must let them go. That's what mothers are made of. And I know that they're going to miss her, but all of the wonderful memories, I pray that they just keep in their heart the wonderful and positive memories that they have of their experiences with their mother. She was 93 years old, and that's a long time to have your mother with you. But just think about those whose mother died when they were a child, never having that kind of opportunity. But anyway, that was what I did attending her funeral. So
yeah, let us all appreciate love while we have the chance, and the season is there.
Right.
Because all seasons come to an end.
That's right. And Claire McKissick was a lifetime member of Hood Research as well. So anyway, I had a chance to attend some of the other events, and meet some other members in the community, and it was really nice to be able to do that. And we're going to start out this year just looking forward to some more positive things. And this coming year is the year for our local elections, so we're going to have to be mindful of that and get out and meet as many of the candidates as you can, and learn about them, and have an educated opportunity to know what you think that they're saying would be good for us and good for the city.
And let me suggest to the listeners who are part of the electorate that I think, sort of like the presidential election, we know that our current mayor is not going to seek re-election. So it's critical, it's extremely critical for you to get to know the candidates who will be vying for the position of mayor of the city of Detroit, and some of the council positions as well, because these are all legislators and they all determine laws, ordinances, etc. So this is the time for you to really delve into it. I mean, you can see reruns of Sanford and Son and Family Feud or whatever in the mix, but we have to be mindful of the people who are about to assume these roles, because they will make laws that you have to obey whether you like it or not. So at least have a say-so in it.
And that is definitely the truth. And we also have one or two current council members who will be campaigning for a mayoral position, which means we have 2 open seats for city council. And it's already been said that they have, 10 people campaigning for mayor. And it's been said that the current mayor is interested in campaigning, and he wants to run for governor. So,
and you know what's interesting about what you just said, Theo, I don't know which election period, but I know it's been at least 2 or 3 ago. I remember when there were over 130 or maybe 140 people who were running for city council seats. I'll never forget that, because the list was so long as they tried to weed people out in the primary to get to the general election.
right.
So this is why I'm telling you all once again that you're going to have to be on top of it, because everybody's going to throw their name in there.
Mm-hmm.
And with over 100 some names, I know it was at least 130.
Sure.
Like I say, something sticking in your mind that never
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of weeds to go through to try to find a flower or something. So,
Right.
so we need you to be on top of your
Ooh,
job. We're
right.
on top of ours at Hood Research.
Right, absolutely. Now, the next concern is Kwanzaa. And Kwanzaa is coming up like it does every year. We don't hear as much publicity about Kwanzaa as I wish we did. But we're going to try our best to share information with you and encourage you to participate. Now, the location for the presentation of Kwanzaa, which is 7 days, should be at the Dr. Charles Wright Museum. But there's some strange things happening at the museum, and Kwanzaa has been presented in various locations. This year, however, starting on December the 26th, the day after Christmas, December the 26th, Kwanzaa will begin. The first day of Kwanzaa will begin at 8324 Woodward Avenue, which is Woodward Avenue and Euclid. Woodward Avenue and Euclid. And located at Woodward Avenue and Euclid is the brand new grocery store. ample parking, beautiful building, clean, well kept, and upstairs there's a very nice venue for Kwanzaa to begin. Very nice. When you go in, there is a staircase where you can go up to the next floor, and there is an elevator for you to use to go to the next floor. There is an elevator for you to use. So don't worry if steps present a challenge for you. You can use the elevator to go to the next level. The grocery store, the co-op grocery store, which many of us have bought into, is downstairs. If you've not been there, just come a little early and see how beautiful it is. The Kwanzaa celebration begins the 26th of December, the day after Christmas. And you have a flyer over there with the times, because Hood Research does the last day, which is New Year's Day.
As Bill said, on the 26th, which is the day after Christmas, Kwanzaa begins. The first day will be Umoja, and what I want to do is kind of make this easy for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The first 5 days of Kwanzaa will be from 3 to 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 days will be from 12 to 3 p.m., which will be December 31st and January 1st, New Year's Day. So I want everyone to be aware of that. It's going to have, as a matter of fact, if you want to be a vendor, I won't do this because if we have an African marketplace, as we call it, we will have different things. But if you want to be a vendor, you can call area code 313-979-0301. Again, that's 313-979-0301 for vendors. Now, if you want general information, the phone number is 313-304-3915. Again, for general information, and I'll repeat this during the show if you just have your pen and paper handy, the area code number is 313-304-3915. And I want to read this paragraph of African American encyclopedia I have, which tells about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa, a non-religious African American holiday created by Maulana Ron Karenga in the 1960s to celebrate and encourage African values among Black American families. The word Kwanzaa is East African and refers to first fruits of harvest. The 7 days of Kwanzaa are Umoja, which is unity, Kujichagulia, which is self-determination, Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility, Ujima, which is economic cooperation, Nia, which is purpose, Kaumbo, which is creativity, and Imani, which is faith. Kwanzaa is celebrated December 26th to January 1st.
Mm-hmm. And you know, it seems that there's some force around that doesn't want Kwanzaa to become a staple, if I can use that word, within our community, so that our people will want to celebrate it just as there are Christians who celebrate Christmas. You know, just as there are the members of the Jewish community that celebrate Hanukkah. And so it's, I guess, incumbent upon us as members of this community to talk about Kwanzaa, to share the principles, to learn the principles of Kwanzaa. And, you know, I'm glad that you did that, and we talk about them, and we can talk about each one because there are some people who want to know, but they don't know where to look for the answers, or maybe they don't know how to look for the answers. But it's something that we need and will on our program to talk about it because of its importance. Thabiti, we need more positive in our lives, in our communities. And a few days ago, I heard, the person that does Mud Deer,
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was interviewed on two different programs that I had on. And he has a movie that is coming out soon. And what is so appreciative about that by me is it is positive. We have so many movies and so many TV shows about gangsters and drug dealing and just negative, and not that it doesn't happen. It happens, but it doesn't have to be in our face every day. TV episodes every day, and then you have these rap songs and the lyrics, which are negative. But Tyler Perry's interview talked about this new movie, and the movie is about a full detachment of platoon of black women who were sent to the battle areas. Their purpose was to process mail. To process mail and to process care packages. These packages and this mail had been piling up, and they had months and months of mail that was not delivered. So somebody thought they'd be a smart ass, send the black women over there, get them something to do. So they said, and it'll take them 6 months. They can't do it, that kind of nasty attitude. So they sent all of these black women to process this mail. They did it, I believe he said, in less than 2 months. And folks were in shock that they had gotten it done. Mail and care packages were just piled up in rooms, and they thought it wouldn't be done, it couldn't be done, and it was.
We always prove them wrong.
Absolutely. And I was just excited. I'm looking forward to seeing the movie, and it makes me remember the other one about the lady who did all the calculations for Hidden Figures. Yes, another movie that made me proud. And then of course I always remember January 6th when the members of Congress were all bundled up in the room and hiding on the floor and here and there, and somebody said, "Hey, you reach under your chair and pull that gas mask out." The gas mask was invented by a black man. It's a year that we may start up hearing more and more positive presentations about our people.
One thing I will say, and I'll always hold fast to this, is that we're the ones who have to tell our story, just as the Hispanic, Jewish, and other communities tell their story. And I was listening to something recently, and they weren't talking about black and white, they were talking about in general, and they were saying among themselves that it is not necessary for those who are not in our community to be proponents of our history, our legacy. That is our responsibility. I think it may have been a Native American program, but nonetheless, that becomes our responsibility, starting first in the home. And as you said, if they want to know about Kwanzaa, you use your phone for all kinds of stuff, TikTok, click clock and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Use it for something educational. When I'd say 90% of my social media use is always geared towards gaining knowledge. Now we're getting down to about the last 3 minutes before the first break comes in here.
Yeah.
But let me just encourage you all once again. I do a lot of YouTube, so I'm looking at Mary McCloy Bethune, County Cullen, just black figures in general, Dr. Ben, because the stuff is there. Lectures they've given over the years, or over the decades actually.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear things from Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman. I mean, it's just so many things on there that you don't have to see who can smash their face into a chocolate cake the fastest. It's just ridiculous stuff that a lot of people waste their time with and then send it to other people. I'm not going to send you nothing dumb. If it ain't going to educate you, I'm going to leave you alone.
Wow. Well, I want to encourage all of you to refresh your orange juice or your coffee. Call somebody. Tell them to tune in. And Calvin, get your juice. And we'll be back momentarily.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broughton, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000, access code 338729. Thank you very much.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
Everybody settle, Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime! It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Warmer.
Wally Warmer here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Groton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you.
Remember, you can take us along with it. And also on computer radio, we can see and see us. Radio, we can see. And we are back. And today, the video is either Feast or Famine. And we are sharing a lot of information today. We want to. Getting back to Kwanzaa, I appreciate the fact that Malana Karenga had the foresight or the creativity, which is one of Kwanzaa's days and principles, to present 7 days of principles that we can include in our lives. Now, the first day of Kwanzaa is Umoja. Unity is something that we need to strive for. And the lady in Highland Park that they call Mama Shoe has taken a house and renovated it and invited the children within the area to come in and do their homework. And they have refreshments for them. And that was unifying the area in which she lives.
I've had a chance to visit it. It's a beautiful place. It's a completely beautiful place. And just for those of you who it's a benefit to know that most of that area has a lot of vendors and a lot of African-oriented vendors, pictures, displays within the Mama Shoe house, but also outside. You go up and down the block and see a lot of that. So we got to take advantage of those things. We have to support them.
Absolutely. And I think that once a person takes the time to actually go to, and it's Avalon Street, is that correct?
Correct.
Avalon Street in Highland Park. And once you take an opportunity to just go and see the work that's being done there, and see how the people who are participating, who have been drawn there, who are unifying, are working, you say, wow.
Yeah, we have to understand when we speak unity, we're talking about our traditional and ancestral roots. I mean, most people can always go back to, like, let's just say Europeans. They can say, well, we were Irish or whatever their particular history or lineage was. The same for Hispanics and other Asians, etc., other communities. And they're very strong in support of their roots, even though they've been somewhat Americanized, let's say, indoctrinated in some cases. But many hold on to their traditions, as we've gone, Theo and I, on a number of occasions, go through Dearborn, which has a large Arab population. These people are still wearing their hijabs and certain things other women aren't. But we're speaking unity, and we're speaking Umoja, and we're speaking our community. Mm-hmm. And I think what you wear and how you carry yourself, because our legacy did not start in Jamestown or wherever they brought us, kidnapped and brought us. Our unity started on the African continent, mm-hmm. and let us always hold fast to that.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's interesting? When the story gets told in certain places or written in certain places, they forget that the Africans who were kidnapped all did not get dropped off in Jamestown, Virginia, along there. There were some of them who were put out and sold in Central America. There were some going in South America and Brazil and all along the areas there.
And the Caribbean.
Yeah, right. But that seems to be something that's left out of the story.
That's why we must tell the story.
I agree. Amen. The second Kwanzaa principle,
which is very important to me. All of them are important. The second one is Kujichagulia, which is self-determination. And this is something that Malcolm fought for within and also when he started his own organization outside of the Nation of Islam, self-determination. We must, as he said, determine the politics, the economics, and the social nature of our community. This is self-determination. We must, that's why when Theo spoke about voting earlier, we must determine, this is a 80% plus black city. If we don't flex and exercise our political might, then we might get another Duggan. You never know who we're going to get. We have that power. We're probably one of the only major cities in this country that have that power for self-determination. So it's up to us, Kujichagulia, to exercise self-determination. And that becomes from educating ourselves, gaining knowledge, because you can't sit back in the stands and watch the game and then you get gamed because you didn't participate.
And you know, to have a person that the community wants in office is important. Not to be told who should be mayor, who should be on council, who should be the city clerk. We should take the opportunity to vet the candidates, to interview the candidates, and determine for ourselves who we would like to serve those roles.
And I want to add too, I just within the last 2 or 3 weeks saw the documentary which was produced by African American actress Regina King about Shirley Chisholm. And when she ran, the one thing, and everybody's taken this phrase since then, but she's the one who came up with the phrase of unbossed and unbought. And that's very critical, as Theo was just saying. When we deal with people, they have to be people who are ready to deal with the community. Now, in the, and then we're going to continue with Kwanzaa, but in that particular documentary that Regina King did, the thing that was of interest is that, and I was actually studying in college at the time when a lot of this was going on, and just after that, and there were black politicians, particularly in California, who promised to support her if she did certain things for them. Soon as she did those things for them, they just turned their back on her and supported other people. This is not how self-determination works. So I just wanted to bring that up. We have to vet all of the candidates who are running. What is your track record? Once we know the track record, then we can determine if you should be on the track or not. That's our job. We can do our job, or we can sit over there in the corner, let somebody else take care of it. So self-determination, Kujichagulia, let's determine our future.
Absolutely. And I think about that little story. It's 3 kinds of people in 3 different groups. They are the people in the first group who make things happen. Then the second group, there are people who don't really do much, but they watch things happen. Very serious about that. But then this third group, I call them the Kool-Aid group. They stand around and scratch their head and like, hey, I wonder what happened. So which group would you want to be in? The group that makes things happen? Those are the people who take seriously, the responsibility to vote, the responsibility to find out who's campaigning, take on the responsibility to find out what their person is about who's campaigning for their spot. Those are the people who make things happen when they take serious the voting process. And the second group, the people who watch things, they're going to do what they want to do, and I'll see what happens. And when you can be with the first group making things happen, you stand around and watch. And then sometime you decide, okay, I'm going to join in. But then the last group, that's the group we want to reduce and hopefully eventually eliminate. Instead of them standing around, I wonder what happened. They can ask a lot of questions. They can go to different meetings. They can talk to different people. They can find out what's going on, and they can participate and not stand around and wonder, what happened? Why is my water bill higher? Oh, why is the phone bill different? What do I do? No, don't stand around wondering what happened, because that's the group that gets manipulated through the media. They get manipulated through some smooth talker. Participate in your community, because it's with your support that things can be better. With your support, people can have self-determination. With your support, people can unify. And there's a third Kwanzaa principle.
The third principle is Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. Now, Phil just used the word, she said participate. Mm-hmm. This is what Ujima is about, collective work and responsibility. Many hands make the work light, which is an African saying. So this is collective work and responsibility. We have to understand that, and I think, I'm not sure if it was Booker T. Washington or George Washington Carver, I believe it was Washington. However, he said, and this is how we have to look at collective work and responsibility, we can be individual like the fingers on our hand, but those fingers work together to make a fist when things have to be done. This is collective, so we can be individual in some of our concerns and pursuit, but if it comes to, let's say, cleaning up the block, everyone takes a broom, sweeps the curb, if there's any litter, if there's any overgrowth, there's a lot of something. This is collective work, and the beautiful result of that is when our children walk up and down those streets, they don't see anything that is negative and depressing to their spirit. They're uplifted by that. We can turn these vacant lots into gardens. We can plant, because the soil is there. We nurture them. We can provide for ourselves. This is collective work, and understand what responsibility really means. It doesn't mean that you just kind of look and wonder and watch. Responsibility means that you partake or participate in that particular thing. So Ujima, collective work and responsibility, that's our job. Nobody's coming to clean up your neighborhood, so if you're going to be there, do something with it. Take care of your own spot. Maybe you can inspire other people up and down the block to do the same. So, oh, Theo's got some nice flowers there. They can be real artificial, but it still, makes the place look better. Do something that when you come home, you feel good about it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That is quite necessary. And that also helps to build self-esteem. When you have collective work, people working together, that builds self-esteem. And, I want to interject this. When our children are being tutored, particularly the ones being tutored for reading, when a child's self-esteem is being nurtured, it makes him feel good about himself, and it helps him or her to learn how to read. And that may sound a little different, but it's true. If a child's self-esteem is encouraged and nurtured, it makes it easier to help them learn how to read.
And I want to add, along with that collective work and responsibility, let's look at it like the Detroit Lions. Okay, go Lions, right? So if they didn't work together, that's collective work to win. They don't win by being individuals, seeking individual goals. Well, I got the most yards, or I threw for the most passes. They don't, it's a collective effort. They understand what teamwork is. And so collective work also builds camaraderie. Because if you're working together, that means you and the neighbor know each other. And then that neighbor knows the other neighbor. And you build up a community of unity, really, based on the fact that you can ride down the street. This is sort of an old school thing. I'm a product of that, where, the person down the street is going to look out for you. I mean, these are the side benefits to it. If you're working collectively with each other, if something happens to Mr. Sampson's house or Miss Jenny's house, because you work together collectively, you have a vested interest in what happens with Sister Jenny or Mr. Clausen or whoever it may be. So collective work and responsibility also unifies us because we get to know each other in the process. This is teamwork. I want to be on the team. This is teamwork when it comes down to it.
That's something that we need to employ. And even in home, the family needs to work together as well.
Yeah, make them boys get out there and cut that grass. You let them get 13, 14 years old, they ain't going to do nothing. They think they men, and the young girls want to dress up like women. Catch them when they 4, well, let's say 6 or 7. Make them responsible, because we're talking about responsibility again. Make them responsible. Take that garbage out. You're going to eat here, you're going to take that garbage out. Your bedroom, it ain't just going to look like the wind came through and left it as it is. You're going to do something. If you start them early where they're unable to resist your authority, when they get older, the seeds are already planted. But I've seen people say, well, that boy, he 13, 14, and he resisted, of course. Now, puberty's kicking in, and hormones are kicking in, and that kind of thing. But if you catch them young, and I see this too many times, and I'm happy of it. Somebody built a fence. Matter of fact, I had somebody continue a chain link fence I had, and he had young men working with him. And then my neighbor, she put up a fence, and the older guy couldn't really work that well, but he was guiding the young men on how to set up the levels and set the posts and everything. So when they put up the fence, everything was right. I'm just saying that these young men were learning at an early age to be responsible. That's what we're talking about, being responsible and collective work. These probably 3 or 4 young men and then the older gentleman. I don't know if they were his sons or what. Nevertheless, he was teaching them responsibility and cooperative work or collective work with each other. So we want to make sure that we get them while they're young, because once they get a little older, you ain't going to be able to do nothing with them.
Right. What is the next one?
The next one is my favorite. Ujamaa, economic cooperation.
Yes.
And this plays right into the Kwanzaa place, location, People's Food Co-op. This is Ujamaa.
Yes.
Cooperative, economic cooperation. We support those businesses because we can't expect outsiders to do it. This is very important. We build them up.
Oh, yes. And the co-op grocery store that I mentioned early on is on Woodward Avenue and Euclid. Woodward Avenue and Euclid. Woodward Avenue at Euclid. The address, I believe, is 8324. 8324 Woodward Avenue. The Kwanzaa celebration is going to take place at 8324 Woodward Avenue, the Co-op grocery store. Now, you think grocery store. You'll have an opportunity to tour it and see how beautiful it is, how clean it is, and how fresh and all the vegetables and fruits are displayed for us. But the program, the Kwanzaa program, is going to take place upstairs on the second floor. Upstairs on the second floor. Okay. Now, when you come into the building, there is a staircase to go to the second floor. But if you have any kind of challenge, they have an elevator. And you can take the elevator to the second floor. The elevator will take you to the second floor. Okay. So remember that. And the parking space, it's ample, good parking space as well. That's 8324 Woodward Avenue at Euclid. And the first day of Kwanzaa will be the 26th of December. The 26th of December. The day after Christmas. So we want them to know that. And where were we? The one that we're on now?
Okay, just to finish out, we'll go to the final two principles. I want to say that along with the People's Food Co-op, if you go along the, I believe it's still termed that the Avenue of Fashion, there are so many African American businesses, whether it's restaurants, African clothing, there's a couple of art galleries over there. These are all black businesses. There may be some others, but I know that let's say 80 to 90% of the businesses are black. If you're in that area, they call it the University District also because of the University of Detroit. Get over there and support those businesses all year round. You're spending money on Christmas anyway, and this, that, and the other. You got birthday gifts and stuff. Go over there first, and then if you can't find what you want, inquire. Now, our next Kwanzaa principle is Nia, which is purpose. And we should all have a purpose. Just to live is not enough. I mean, it may be enough for some. You know, you go to work, you come home, and that's it. You know, you consider that your purpose. But I feel in my mind, in my heart, that purpose means that you have a vision, you have a goal, something that you want to accomplish within it. You know, and we all need a purpose. You know, when we leave here, we want to say that we contributed on some level. Hood Research is an excellent example of it. Over 30 years in the game, as they would say on the street. So Hood Research has found its purpose, which people would do better if they knew better. This is something we use to uplift the community. So purpose, Nia, is the sixth. Actually, let me just make sure I got that right. Yep. Nia is the sixth purpose of our principle. So I'll let you elaborate on that, but Nia purpose is very important to our community.
And I think that people need to begin now in 2024, going into 2025, they need to begin to think, what is our purpose as a community? What is my purpose as an individual? What am I going to leave as a legacy? What should we as a community be working towards? And helping our people to understand the importance of, as you said earlier, telling our story. And we have so many positive stories to tell. And we need to encourage others to read about those positive stories. As the Beanie Head says, you can go on the internet and just put in someone's name, and when it comes up, read about them. And was it Nikki Giovanni who just passed recently?
Yes.
Put her name in and read about her, who she was, what she did, how she felt, and what was important to her. And think about what's important to you, and do something for your community or for someone, and you want to make yourself a center of your purpose as well, all with a lot of improvements.
Now we've reached the top of the hour. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. It's just, well, all right. Okay, well, refresh your, or just refresh your coffee, call somebody. And then we will pause for the calls and we'll be back momentarily.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician and escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
Everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, there's gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime! It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Walnut.
Wally Walnut here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chin and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chin
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the mini adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am the BD Impinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you.
All right, remember, take us along with you. We are in the holiday season, and we've just been talking about Kwanzaa, and we have a guest. So I just want you to know the last Kwanzaa principle was number 5. There are 7 of them. We're going to do these last 2 so we can get to our guest who has something delicious to share with us.
This is Kaumba, which is creativity. And Theo said something earlier when she was talking about January 6th and the gas mask. And we think about Garrett Morgan, creativity. When you look at most of the things on the planet, we've been the inspiration for those. Kaumba is creativity.
And you know, mostly why we have been so successful in creating and inventing products and processes in order to get something done is because we have been doing the work. We have been made to do the work. We have been doing work voluntarily, etc. But it is when you are involved with something that you see, oh, let's do it this way. There's a better way to do whatever it is. And then they come up with inventions. They come up with ideas and processes. Oh,
yeah,
and
we built pyramids and they can't do it now to show you how bad we are.
All right.
And our last principle is Imani, which is faith.
Yes.
And this is what undergirds everything we do. We wouldn't be where we're at now if our people hadn't had faith on those plantations that there would be a better day. So we must embrace Imani, which is faith.
And know that the last day is New Year's Day, when faith will be expressed. And New Year's Day is the day that Hood Research is going to do their presentation at the co-op building on Woodward Avenue and Euclid, 8324 Euclid. And it will be from 12 noon until 3 p.m. From 12 noon until 3 p.m. And people wonder, well, why are you on New Year's Day? Yeah. Well, yeah, no, hush, shh, listen. New Year's Day, everybody will not be nursing a hangover. New Year's Day, everybody will not be watching football. Therefore, anybody who is not engaged in either of those two things will have the opportunity to join us for Imani on New Year's Day at 8324 Woodward Avenue, Co-op Building, ample parking, beautiful facility, clean, go in the door, staircase to the second level. If you're challenged for whatever reason, there is an elevator. There is an elevator, so no reason not to join us on New Year's Day at noon. And you can also go into the grocery area and take a look at the beautiful display, the cleanliness, and purchase some things there as well. All right. Now, we want to get to our guest, Abidi.
Yes, and I'd like to introduce to our audience Dr. Valanda Anderson. And as we always ask our guests, who is Dr. Valanda Anderson?
Excuse me. Welcome. Greetings. Always a pleasure to be in the company of our Theo Building and the Hood Research Team. I am Dr. Valanda Anderson, founder of Sweet Potato Delights, which manufactures vegan sweet potato-based baked goods. And I am also the founder of the Foundation for Future Foodies, where we focus on literacy and access to fresh produce. That is a nonprofit organization created just a little over a year ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm retired from the health department, so I'm a nutritionist at heart and always working to empower people to choose healthy options.
Wow. Tell us about the foundation, the foodies.
Foundation for Future Foodies.
Yes.
Yes. Actually, it just came out of an opportunity. I was walking through my neighborhood. I saw an empty lot and thought, wow, that would make a good community garden because we know that food is so essential to our health. And we know that people have raised their awareness since the pandemic around food. And there's a lot of work around being able to know where our food is coming from, getting good quality food. And individuals are in communities where they don't have access to go to grocery stores that are not in walking distance. So within 60 days, we acquired the lot. Wow. And with the help of Keep Growing Detroit and the Little Library, which is a national organization. So we have the first 40 feet of the lot is the butterfly reading space. And we've conducted activities there during the summertime with the Food Warriors from the Detroit Black Food Sovereignty Network and Mama Hanifa. And then the back 80 feet, with the help of Keep Growing Detroit, we built out the produce garden.
Oh, Oh, wow.
And we had wonderful time this year learning, and volunteers coming out and the community coming out. And so at the end of our August, in the reading space activity, we had our back to school activity. And so the parents and the children got to go to the back 80 feet and pick anything that was ready to harvest at that time, which was melons and squash and peppers and tomatoes, and just the looks on the children's faces to pick a tomato off the vine, or to see things that they could actually just pick and eat right away was just really amazing. That is our charge, and it is in the Grandmont neighborhood. It is on Schoolcraft, on Piedmont, right at Schoolcraft. So the library is there. People can go by and just grab a book and help young people embrace the joy of reading.
Oh, wow.
And I imagine people can donate books also to this.
Yes, I would encourage people not to drop the books at the lot, but to reach out to us. You can reach me at 313-778-0578.
Again, please.
Yes, 313-778-0578. And we can make arrangements to either pick up or you can drop off at our office as opposed to the lot.
Well, we wouldn't want them dropped off outside and then have it rain on them as well. So that would be, the most responsible thing to do.
Exactly.
I want to ask you, as a nutritionist, it's something that I have discovered, at least it works for me. Probiotics are important to your intestines. And if you have an upset stomach, if you eat, I guess at least a tablespoon of sauerkraut, it solves the problem. It calms your stomach. Is that something you have learned?
That is something that's one of the tools that individuals can use. It's important to know that so many things that ail us, we can resolve with food.
Right.
With things like sauerkraut, with things like sea moss, with things like castor oil.
I recently just made some sea moss.
Oh, yeah. I take a teaspoon of sea moss, a tablespoon of sea moss every morning with my chai tea. Yeah.
And the sea moss has more minerals in it, I believe, than other products.
Oh, yes.
Is that correct?
So many minerals. Yes, absolutely.
And we do need vitamins and minerals in our bodies.
Absolutely.
Yes. I just wanted to get that in there this morning and have it confirmed.
Absolutely. And I just tell people to look at your plate and just try to rock the rainbow. So what comes in colors? Fruits and vegetables. And the more color you have on your plate, the more abundant intake of vitamins and minerals you're going to naturally have. And we have, we're in the winter in Michigan, but we still have lots of colorful vegetables and fruits that are available during the colder months, just as we have an abundance of colorful fruits and vegetables available during the summer. We have more of the squashes and things like that.
In the winter.
The warming. Yes. So.
Okay.
But this time of year, it's holidays, and so we do. This is our 4th year of doing cookies for holiday.
Here it comes, folks. Here it comes. Delicious. Okay.
Who doesn't like a good cookie?
I know that's right.
And the nutritionist in me wants you to have a healthy cookie that can satisfy your taste buds. So 4th year running to donate, to do a cookie drop to organizations that serve either children, veterans, or seniors. And it is our way to just promote and share the work of so many nonprofit organizations that are around, the individuals that are running those organizations. We want to shout out the teams that are behind those. So we're dropping cookies to the organizations, we always start the first week of December and go through the last day of Kwanzaa, the 1st of January.
Mm.
And
oh, wow.
So that's what we're here today to do, is to drop the cookies for the Hood Research
Yes,
Group.
present. I see. I've had the cookies before, so I know. Oh, goodness. And some of the other sweet potato products. Oh, goodness.
Yes, I did bring up a array, but I created a cookie for this year, and the cookie for this year is coconut sugar cookies, because everybody thinks of sugar cookies for the holidays.
Yeah.
And of course, again, me and my nutritionist brain is like, okay, how can we make those a little bit healthier? So coconut sugar, because we try to use plant-based sugars, and so coconut sugar is a sweetener that I encourage people to include in their array of sweeteners. And so the cookie box, Mama Theo, is filled with coconut sugar cookies in the shapes of all the things we like to see for the holidays.
Oh goodness.
This
I
is
can't
the
wait.
cookie box. But I put some off to the side so I could actually show you the design of this is what this is the stars. So we've got candy canes and snowmen.
Oh, wow. The cookies are shaped like that. Oh, my
the shapes,
goodness.
yes, the shape of the
All right.
All the products made of sweet potatoes?
So this particular one does not have sweet potato in it. However, we have lots of sweet potato goodies. We have the oatmeal chocolate chip, which I think is Mama Theo's favorite. We have the trail mix cookie, which is a really great one because it has lots of brain food in it.
Right.
It's a hearty one. You can have with your coffee, with your tea, but give you some energy, instead of having that Cinnabon in the morning.
Oh, yeah. and wait now, and milk, I don't do cow's milk anymore. I do oat milk, OAT, oat milk.
Yes.
And it tastes very close to cow's milk. But it's so creamy. And with those cookies, oh my goodness, can't wait. Yes.
And then this one is the cranberry date muffin. My husband likes to call this his one-a-day pill. And dates is absolutely wonderful. It's a great sweetener, but it also has some good minerals in there as well. So you can have your sweets and take care of your health at the same time.
Great. Oh, okay.
Now, I would imagine, and help me with this, how would this work for a diabetic?
So that's wonderful because the sweet potato is a diabetic friendly food. It's a blood sugar stabilizer. So it also has lots of cancer fighting nutrients in it, lots of fiber. So when my doctoral studies had to do with potatoes and fiber, but we landed on the sweet potato because I had a lot of diabetics in the study group. And white potatoes was definitely out, right?
Yeah,
so the Diabetic Association was very happy in me choosing the sweet potato.
All right. Well, you have to stop right there. Give the phone number for anybody who wants to buy it as a Christmas present, as a Kwanzaa present to share this. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely. Make great presents. We have, I will show you.
Of course, I'm eating mine.
This is our sampler box, which you'll find on the website. It has one of each of the 3 cookies that we make, oatmeal chocolate chip, trail mix, and a lemon. And then you can also take out or give the gift of a cookie subscription. We have 3 months of cookie subscription, and you'll get what's called a baker's dozen once a month, which is 13 cookies instead of 12. And we'll mail them directly to whoever it is you like for that gift to go to.
That is so nice. Wait a minute.
Yourself.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
right. Wait a minute.
Absolutely.
I give that number again.
Yes, the phone number is 313-778-0578. The website is sweetpotatodelights.com. Sweetpotatodelights.com. And we are Sweet Potato Delights on all the social media. I'll repeat the phone number again.
Yes.
313-778-0578.
Okay. I like that. A subscription, you say a 12-month subscription as a gift. I mean,
So it's either a 3-month subscription or a 6-month subscription. And so if you get a 3-month subscription, once a month, you will get a delivery of cookies. And you can choose whether you want just one type. Maybe you just are in love with the oatmeal chocolate chip. And so you'd get your 13 cookies once a month.
Okay.
The same things. You know, if it was a 6-month, it would be once a month for 6 months. We would deliver it, it would be mailed to you.
Oh, wow. That's a wonderful idea.
And you can eat this without feeling guilty. That's what I like about it.
Yeah,
Now,
right.
I do want to say that there's still the need to exercise portion control. So it's absolutely moderation. So while it's a better choice for you than maybe some, baked goods that maybe have white sugar in them, I still don't want you to eat the whole box at one time.
Oh, darn.
And
Anyway.
you were speaking of the Kwanzaa celebration at the Mama Imani Humphrey Center at the Food Commons, and with the co-op being on the first floor. They do carry the oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, so you can find several of the items that we have at the co-op.
Oh, okay. Now let me go over that again. At the food co-op, where we're going to have the Kwanzaa celebration, 8324 Woodward Avenue. That is Woodward and Euclid. Now, Dr. Anderson's cookies are packaged and ready for your purchase. Right there at that location on any day, right?
On any day.
On
yes.
any day. That you don't have to wait for Kwanzaa. You can go today. You can go tomorrow, and there. Can you purchase a gift set at that location?
So no, at that location you will only be able to purchase the products. You know, the cookies or the cheesecake or the bundt cake.
Wait, hold on. What did she say? Cheesecake. Oh, wait a minute. There's a sweet potato cheesecake.
Yes, there is and our line is 100% vegan. So there is a dairy-free sweet potato cheesecake that has a ginger pecan crust.
Oh, whoa, yes.
And for those that are nut sensitive, they can order the graham cracker crust.
Oh, and then you said something else in there after the cheesecake. There was something else you said that's available.
Oh, so I said, what did I say? I said oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, the cranberry butt cake, sweet potato butt cake, the sweet potato cheesecake, and then on the deli line, they may have the 3-bean sweet potato chili because they do order that. So I don't know when.
They have a 3-bean chili.
Yes. And then sweet potato pie, because we did do sweet potato pie for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, Thabiti, did you hear that?
Sweet potatoes is so amazing. It can be paired with so many things. I've written 2 cookbooks so far around sweet potatoes, but you can have sweet potatoes breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, dessert.
Now, the interesting thing about what you just said is, for years, Theo kind of knows this about me more than anybody, or more than most people, is that like I'll go to the fruit vegetable market, I'll get sweet potatoes, and I just grate them and eat them raw because of the beta carotene and some of the other benefits. I'm not a nutritionist, but I'm trying to be nutritional in my behavior. And when they say the beta carotene and I believe vitamin A, those are very critical. So I just want to put that in there.
Yes, throw that in there.
I love it.
Oh, now wait now. There's a sweet potato salad that you did. I had that, and it was something. Oh, sweet potato soup. There's a cold sweet potato soup. If you haven't had sweet potato soup, you don't know what you're missing. It was so good. I'm like, really? And I tasted it again. Oh, I like it.
I have to get you some of the sweet potato casserole. We just did that for people for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
now, when they go to the website, will all of these items be displayed?
So you'll see everything on the website with the exception of the cheesecake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think the cheesecake is there because we're still trying to figure out the shipping on the frozen items.
Oh, right, yeah. But now, next, tell me about the cook. You say you have 2 cookbooks?
Yes, so those, and they are available on Amazon. The first one came out of my doctoral process, which is called Pass the Sweet Potatoes, Please. And then the second one, which is also on Amazon, is Beyond Candy Yams and Sweet Potato Pie. And that one I really love because it really is about letting people know that there is more to sweet potatoes than candy yams and sweet potato pie. Right. That you can.
Oh, right,
What's
right.
the difference between sweet potatoes and yams? 'Cause I hear that one is from Africa. I believe the yams are. I'm not sure which one. But
Yes,
help
it
us
is
understand.
from here.
I love that question. There is a store in Ferndale that does carry the real yam. You will not make anything sweet out of a real yam. The yam, which you will find in places, like Jamaica and Africa, the skin is brown. The meat inside is like a potato, white potato, looks like a white potato, whereas the sweet potato is orange or purple or red. They come in varying shades, right? And varying sweetness. There's also the Japanese yam, which is a purple yam, and it is very sweet. Very sweet. Nutritionally, it is very robust. The purple one. Yeah. So there's a long story about how we came to call sweet potatoes yams, just in the journey of the sweet potato getting to us in America.
Well, wait now. I thought that the sweet potato was grown here, and the yam was grown in Africa.
Yeah, yam's grown in Africa.
Right, but the sweet potatoes are grown over there too.
Oh yeah, they grow sweet potatoes as well. I went to Ghana one year to take a group of students on an urban ag trip, and we harvested sweet potatoes right along with the yams.
I got you.
Yeah.
Now, is there a Japanese grocery store around here somewhere?
I've been trying to find one where I can find those purple. Sometimes
I'd like to see one.
I think Western Market every now and then has them.
On Michigan Avenue.
But I need to do a little bit more research to lock down where I can find those on a regular basis.
So just the programming note. We're in our last 5 minutes.
Oh goodness. Okay. All right. Anyway.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yes,
Always.
yeah. Oh, yes. And when I'm thinking about my cookies and my oatmeal. Oh, listen now. The cookbook is on Amazon.
Yes.
On Amazon. Now, do you just put up Sweet Potato Delight and it pops up, or do you have to put something else to get to it on the internet?
Oh, the book. Yeah, if you go on Amazon, if you just put in Beyond Candy Yams, or if you put in my name, it'll come up. But Beyond Candy Yams.
Oh,
the actual name of the book. If you put in Beyond Candy Yams, or if you put in Pass the Sweet Potatoes, Please.
Oh,
it
yes. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good. And I like the gift idea of sending the gift cookies to come each month. Now, I like that. Yeah, that is really a great idea, and I just decided I'm going to send that to my family out west.
Okay.
Now, quickly, I want to ask you, because we are running down on time, spell your names, because you said you put your name in also.
Yes. So first name is V as in Victor, ELONDA. Last name Anderson, ANDERSON.
Okay. Now, did they have to put a DR first? Or just
No,
a name?
you shouldn't have
First
to.
and last. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
First and last. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. The telephone number again.
I always have to look this up here.
I got it.
Yeah.
You want to call Dr. Belinda Anderson, Sweet Potato Delights. Her phone number is area code 313-778-0578. Again, it's 313-778-0578. I always tell you, have that pen and paper handy.
No, that's right. Would you mind telling us the cost for the books and the subscription? For the 3 months.
Okay. Wow. I should know these prices, but I don't know them. I haven't committed to memory. I'm sorry. But the Pass the Sweet Potatoes, Please, I think is like $10.99, and then the Beyond Candy Yams and Sweet Potato Pie, I want to say it's $15.99.
Okay.
I believe. I haven't looked at the website. Haven't looked at Amazon recently. So.
No, but that lets a lot of people know, hey, you can buy this as a gift. It won't break the bank.
Absolutely.
Now the subscriptions, the 3 month, 6 month subscriptions.
This 3 months are. They run like around $25-$30 a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's doable.
And that includes shipping.
That's doable as well. At the end of our program, I say it is not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. And we have found Dr. Anderson and sweet potato cookies. Oh, goodness. You can call her research 248-234-2371. 248-234-2371. And our email is contact@hoodresearch.org. CONTACT, the @ symbol, HOODRESERCH.org. And the beating?
Yes, two things. First, join us at 8324 Woodward Avenue for the Kwanzaa celebrations. Again, you can call for general information at 313-304-3915. Again, that's 313-304-3915. And as I always say at the end of every program, if you want to be nothing, do nothing. But the only problem with doing nothing is you never know when you finish.
And remember, you can always become a member of Hood Research. See you next week. Peace. 9 a.m. Monday.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Groton.
And I am Thabiti Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback.